in you, and you're aware of that.
You know, there's a lot of people, man, when that day comes, a lot of people are just gonna bug out just for knowing the fact that they had a crap load of demons in them. Because they know that demons are terrible. But then they're gonna be going crazy because they didn't realize how many evil spirits were in them. You know, when the man of the Lord, there was a video of the Apostle Ramlan.
Hold that thought real quick. I'm sorry. And the only way that's gonna happen, because right now you're feeding them right now. And when all the things that are gone that you're used to, that's when them demons are gonna start playing on you. You're gonna start bugging out. Because you ain't got the things to feed that flesh, to feed your lusts.
That's how it works, man. When you come into the truth, you learn how demons work. When you cut off that old man, demons start playing more, and you start seeing the demons that you had on you when you're fighting them off. It's like that movie they have on Netflix called Inner Demons. That girl, the girl that they're doing this movie on, she got into Satanism because she wanted to fit in with her friends. But her friends were lying to her. They did a ritual on her. She got a demon in her. She said that the only way to control it was to give it what it wanted, which was doing drugs, heroin. She said it was the only way she could control it, and when she stopped, the demon would start manifesting itself. So yeah, man, you feed your flesh everything you want. Them demons, man, they're gonna manifest themselves when you're not doing what you want to do. And it happens. Demons usually work. The way they work is like you're not getting what you want. Well, one day it decides to amp up that power in you, or that surge, and you just go all out one day, and you commit whatever it was that demon wanted. That's why you got all these people out here that are calm. All of a sudden they just break and they go crazy. You know, that's why I just say though, the Apostle Ramlan, man, had made a video speaking about I think it was called Incommunicable Name, but he was talking about how back then, which we know this to be true, the prophets in that time of the world, there weren't enough work. You couldn't fully explain detailed things. That's why they talk about the missiles as like an airplane or an arrow, but with different parts of the body though. Like the mouth of a lion. It's not literally a mouth of a lion, but at that time they didn't have the vocabulary to describe it what it actually was. They didn't know what it fully was, so they described it what they believed it to be. Now when the scriptures talk about how you people are going to be wailing and gnashing of teeth, that's as far as they can describe it. But there's much more in that, with those terrors, those screaming terrors. And there's much more that's going to be happening. People are going to be squealing like pigs. Their eyes are going to be maybe coming out of their body while they're screaming.
You're going to be ripping out your own flesh.
Yep.
You're going to be doing all kinds of things that's inhumane.
Yeah.
That's animalistic behavior.
The prophets just they couldn't fully, and also there wasn't time to describe every single detail of what was going to happen. They hid it.
Well, they were seeing in the future. They never seen a jet. They never seen a missile gleaming in the air, going towards its target and exploding that great, that greatly. They said that the cloud rolled up as a scroll. You know, they used what they knew to describe and what the Most High was showing them of future prophecy.
Yep. But those full feelings or effects of feelings, they're gonna be played out. That's what we tell you, man. You've never experienced this type of power that's gonna be exhibited on the earth, man. You've never, this generation or the generation before us have never gone through what's gonna happen on this time. Because like the brother said, because this is the time of judgment. This is the time where you're gonna fully get every single judgment that you deserve. And it's gonna be terrible, man. Like it tells you in second address, you're gonna have a death by pain. And they didn't say death by pain. They didn't say how excruciating that pain is gonna be. Actually, it does. It tells you it's a right. You cannot fathom it. So yeah, man.
This is second address 9 and 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case.
The pitiful case, extreme agony, man. You can't describe. You're not gonna be able to describe words of what's gonna be happening, the pain you're gonna be feeling. There's many torture. They had this. They had a new. I can't remember what it is anymore. But the military created a new weapon. That's what I'm just trying to say. They created a new weapon, but they're asking people to contribute tax money to them so they can finish making them. They're like some type of drone or something, man. But there's gonna be great pain.
Like the scriptures say, the Most High, the spirit of the Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the prophet described it as a woman giving birth to a child. Birth pains. Ask a woman. As a matter of fact, the angel Uriel was telling Ezra, go and find a woman and ask her, can she bring forth different examples, like can she bring forth children after a child after a child, all in the same time? No, it takes time for a woman to bring forth a child, and she'll tell you how much it hurts. If you ever seen a woman give birth naturally, they're yelling, they're hollering, there's blood, it's painful. You know, only she can feel those sensations of that pain, that pain. You know, we can only hear and read about it. All we can use is a word that can tell you that it's going to be bad, horrible, excruciating, agonizing. You know?
Like you were saying, the brother was saying about the things that are meant to be the way they are. That's the way they're supposed to be, and you can't change it. A woman is naturally supposed to be able to endure that pain of labor, even though it's excruciating. But so that means her body's specifically made to be able to take that. Just that's what I'm trying to say. But there's even women that can die from that pain, and it's just pain. It's not. They're not. I mean, it's just telling you, man, that pain's a whole different thing.
It can make their heart stop, you know, different things like that nature. But the Lord has everything set up for different people on how it's gonna play out. That judgment, it's gonna affect you differently from this person. That person can't tell you how much it hurts. Y'all are all gonna hurt accordingly. Let me finish it. 2 Esdras 9:9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
And they'll dwell in torments, man. Like Romans 13, it says that the Most High is King of terrors. He's the one who's going to be ushering in those pains on you. It tells you that death and destruction wait for him, that they wait to see what he wants them to do. And they're going to perform, just like we always tell you repetitively, that every word that the Most High has spoken against you, or every judgment he has on you, is going to be performed. And no man can ever hinder this, whether you want to believe or whether you don't want to believe. That's the time of judgment, that great day that all you people claim you want to, that you can't wait for. Well, all right, you're going to get it. Deep down, every spirit does know that what's coming is dreadful. What's that one? I was thinking about the name or the existence of the Most High, Malachi.
This is Isaiah 51:17. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and wrung them out.
And we'll look real quick. We've been in slavery since the beginning of time, man. But just look. And that's pain. Look how long that pain has lasted. Because the elect men of the Lord, they've been in pain ever since we've been out of our rulership. Since Israel was put out of its place. So that's a long time of pain that the Most High has been keeping on us. Just imagine that. He's able to do that for thousands of years. What makes you think he can't compact it into a time, like a specific time?
Yeah, a span of whatever, how many years well, the Lord says he's going to destroy America within an hour.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of pain and torture and judgment compact all in one.
Yeah.
This is Psalm 75:8. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them.
And all the earth shall drink them. You're gonna have to take that judgment. And like when the brother said earlier today that y'all are all atheists, that just means that you're without God. And we know if you're not, that's what the elect is. The elect has the Most High. Anything outside of the elect of the truth, you're without the Most High. You're all atheists. So you're all gonna have to go through some form of painful ass punishments.
A bunch of infidels.
Yeah.
committed infidelity, man, meaning unfaithfulness. Like the scripture says, the first scripture the brother brought out, y'all shall all die in those unfaithfulness. Y'all are a bunch of infidels, man. You Negro Latinos and Native American Indians. It tells you what Esau's going through. It tells you what Esau, what happened to him whenever he despised his birthright. What happened to him? He was in great torments. He knew right then and there that he lost. It was game over for him. He lost the blessing. The blessing that was passed over to his brother, Jacob. And to the 12 tribes of Israel, Yasha'Allah. And to this very day, he's still in sorrow. Even Esau's in sorrow, man, because he knows his time is short. He's a devil, man. But all these torments, the dregs of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, that those bitter parts of that wine in that cup, y'all gonna drink them. It's gonna be poured out on you. And that's a symbol, a description to show you how bitter it is gonna be in that time. It's a symbol, it's symbolic. If you ever drink wine, you get to that bottom part, and you're like, it's hard to swallow it back. But the scripture say you're gonna surely swallow it. That's what the Most High says, man. You're surely gonna swallow that. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 25:27. Therefore thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, drink ye and be drunken and spew and fall.
Spew and fall. You're gonna fall, man. It's gonna hurt your belly. Talking about your mind. That's where all your sensations come from, your mind, and it shoots down to your body parts. But it's gonna be so fast that your mind is gonna be so working at a rate that it's not known, and it's gonna y'all people are gonna be dying, man. Y'all people are gonna be exploding. That's why what happens to people that just have heart attacks out of nowhere. A certain judgment, a certain affliction was put on you. Only they know what they feel, and it makes them stop like that. They just gave up the ghost real quick. But we know, us brothers know, that Most High is time. The Most High is time, and He's gonna stretch it out to where He's gonna make you feel as if it was eternity. But really, it was just like that.
Like with America, when it's burned up, it says that it's gonna burn up forever, or that it should be in torments forever. The smoke shall rise forever. Well, they were giving an example. The elders gave an example about the two towers, or El Tahara was talking about.
Even Sodom and Gomorrah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They give the example about, because they're up in New York, but they were there when the towers collapsed or were brought down. They said that they drove by about 3 months later, and there was still smoke rising up because of how great of the destruction of that building was and that heat. But can you imagine all this land is being engulfed in smoke? It's going to be more than 3 months. It's going to be it's going to be years.
You're going to see, the scriptures tell you how the people are going to be on the other side. They're going to be saying, Allah, it's the great city that's fallen. Babylon has fallen. They're going to be crying because they're going to see how great the destruction of America was. This place is going to be put out of commission, man. This place is a business. This is the beacon of wickedness, and it's going to be stopped. It shows you in the movies. They always show you in the movies, man. It always shows you that good triumphs and evil falls. But they just got you confused on what is good and good and bad.
I'll just say, just look at the example. Just look at what happened with China just recently, this past week. That explosion. It was an act of war. They were saying, because China was trying to convert back to gold currency. It was horrible, man. Looked like a nuclear bomb. But in China, that depot or that weapons area, it just blew up. There was a sonic boom, everything. Hundreds are dead. Active war. But that smoke's in the building for a long time. That's not being forgotten at all, too, man. It's a rumor of war, but it's also a very serious matter right now that's going on. It's just getting more and more close, man. People are getting more and more tired. Things are speeding up. And there's going to be a time where it's just going to be at a crazy rate that you can't handle. And a lot of you people are going to break down in that time. You can't. You've never been through what's going to happen in hopefully a couple years, Lord will. You've never had a fear for your life the way that you got the fear in this time. It's coming. Oh, but I had this still for you. Jeremiah 25:27. It says, "Drink ye and be drunken and spew, and fall and rise no more, because of the sword which I will send among you. And it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thine hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, ye shall certainly drink. For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city which is called by my name. And should you be utterly unpunished, you shall not be unpunished. For I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, saith the Lord of hosts."
That's plain. That's self-explanatory. Judgment is not going to run from you. It's not going to be kept away from you. That sword is waiting upon your head. It's just dangling there. All right? And that's what's going to come.
Yeah, it says, "Therefore prophesy thou against them all these words."
And that's what the men of the Lord and the highways and the byways, that's what they come out to do. That's their job. You think we're out here just to, you know, be crazies or whatever it is that you think of us? No, this is an actual job, man. This is an actual job that has to be fulfilled and pushed out. It's just like you go, you know, you got suddenly, they got their own little, they call it cells, right? They go out into the streets and they go to houses and knock and like, hey, they tell you about their the different benefits that you can receive if you sign up with Suddenlink and how great it is and this, that, and the third. But that's the same thing that the men of the Lord require. The Lord requires of the men on the highways and the byways. It's to go out and advertise. That's basically what we're advertising. Come this way. All you that are troubled, rest with us, because you can reap great benefits. The Most High will stabilize you, make you, help you in this hell, show you how to be content. You know, where you can make your life straight, man, a little bit. Shows you how to manage things better. Before you don't know how to do that. And that individual person that the Lord chooses works with that. Nowadays, you need a woman or a man to help you stabilize your life. The Most High is the only thing that you need to stabilize yourself, man. Yeah, we need help. The scriptures say, use the world by not abusing it. But that's one of the benefits that the Lord gives you when you come into this, is that He strengthens you. He helps you to cast off the spirit of America. And he gives you the mind of knowing that this is what's important. Because if you don't got that, you can't fulfill that job. You end up quitting or you end up giving up. But this is a job, man. This is a one big advertisement, a big sign that's saying, come over here, come over here. We just do it in the old way. We do it in the old-fashioned way, the good way.
Isaiah 30 and 21. And that ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way. Walk ye in it when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left.
That's plain too. You know? It's just like on a bogus advertisement. Late at night, you're watching TV, and it's telling you this is the greatest thing. Don't lose it. They even have a countdown, and how many they have left. Don't lose this check. Start ordering. Basically, they're saying it. Don't turn to the left or right. Come in now. Come in now. This is what it is. We're telling you. The time is short. This is the time to get right. We don't have another 15, 20 years. And if we do, the scriptures say, seek the Lord while it's still time, early. You can't do it when you're at the last minute. If you're the elect and that's how it happens for you, that's how it happens for you. But the scriptures say, because you don't know me, that's why the Most High is bringing judgment, because you don't know the Most High. You don't know His ways. And even if you did, you still can't save the earth. You can't